Good morning all, this is Varkan SSK, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, SABAT, Bangalore. Welcome to today's video on attributes of the smart grid under the course Smart Grid, the target audience being the final year electrical engineering students. So let us go into today's topic of discussion. So what should be the attributes of the smart grid? So in order for the smart grid to enable the electric network, the following attributes which need to be addressed. So absolute reliability of the supply. So 24/7, 365 days, good quality of power that has to be supplied to the customers. So reliability plays a major role. Optimal use of the bulk power generation and storage in combination with the distributed resources and controllable, so dispatchable consumer loads to assure the lowest cost. So customers providing with the lowest cost for the bulk generation. Minimal environmental impact of electricity production and delivery has to be taken care. So emission of CO2 gases to be under control of it. Reduction in electricity use in the generation of the electricity and an increase in the efficiency of the power delivery system and in the efficiency and effectiveness of the end users. So this has to be taken care. Efficiency, transmission efficiency is in the range of around 76 to 78% and losses is around 28 to 30% almost. So that has to be improved effectively. Next, resiliency of the supply and delivery from the physical and the cyber attacks and major natural phenomena. All those things has to be taken care, like hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, etc. Assuring optimal power quality for all the customers who require it. It may be residential, domestic, industrial, or commercial usage of the customers. Monitoring of all critical components of the power system to enable automated maintenance and outage prevention that has to be taken care. So why do we need a smart grid? So to build a new generation and the transmission facility in coordination with each other on the regional basis. So coordination generators with the tempted to build a new plant where local prices are quite high, and then opposes the construction of the new plant lines, so that will bring in the cheaper cost. So regional transmission organization, we call them as RTOs, and the independent system operators, we call them ISOs. They have to be given with the responsibility and necessary authority to carry out the program of the coordination, expansion, planning, and all. Next point here of discussion is implementation technologies with respect to wide area operations to operate at the larger regional power system. So key elements of the grid must be observable with the help of direct monitoring and computerization estimation. So with the use of WAN, so wide area monitoring system, employing the phasor measurement, PMUs we call it, are being applied to have direct measurement facility, along with the use of advanced software for the state estimation is now become mandatory. So that has to be taken care. Third practice is that the power system which is under so-called NI contingencies, so which is nothing but the initial loss of a single generator of the transmission component, followed by the system adjustment, followed by another loss of the single. So it's subsequent cascading effects. So that has to be taken care over here, and there should be type of operations planning to set to such conditions has to be deployed. Grid operation, they must have to be coordinated more closely with respect to the power market operations to minimize the risk of the blackouts. Next, they have to improve the emergency operations, clear lines of authority which are needed to handle the emergencies quite effectively. So meaning to say the system operators also need to be trained more thoroughly in grid restoration and black starts. Next is information systems and procedures. They need to be updated. So complex data communication outlines the power system operations, especially during an emergency. Many of these systems needs upgrading using advanced technologies and the procedures, and therefore use are fundamentally revised. So thanks for watching today's video on the attributes of the smart grids which is required for this. Any queries, doubts, you can write down to workman@sjbt.edu.in. So thanks for watching today's video. Hope we'll meet you with one more video on the latest topic of discussion on the topic smart grid. Thank you, one and all.